Yo, what's good everyone? If you want to know how to drop a 3k damage game completely solo, then you want to check this video out. I'm literally just going to do a step-by-step guide. I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did to do this and show you just straight up how you can do this pretty easily. Alright, so you might be thinking like, well, you're not completely solo, you got two teammates, but just watch for the next minute or so. These guys don't stick around too long. So in this game, we're dropping sorting. There's definitely at least 3 teams. So I like to loot this side because it's safer. I can kind of loot the curve if there's a lot of people in this main area. Able to get a gun here. I hear a Caustic over here. Now my other teammates are kind of on the other side, so I'm unable to help them really if they can't hold their own here. I just got to continue looting. I don't really have much. You see here, I have a wingman and a sentinel and no heals, white armor. So not the best loot. So right about here, my teammates start engaging on the other side and the Wraith goes down. I start making my way over there. And by the time I even get to even these doors, they're both dead. And it's not like I can just run right over and try to save them. There's a guy in front of me here who I start to burn with a thermite and hit with an arc star. So he's on flesh. I'm going to push him. Both my teammates quit right now. And that's tough, but if you guys solo queue, you know this feeling. It is what it is. This Caustic is back and he was very low, so I kill him and I'm going to thirst him immediately. You always want to thirst immediately, especially as a solo, unless it's going to get you killed, and don't worry about thirsting. There's a Wraith here. She cracks my armor. I throw a trap just to draw some space, and ultimately I have to just retreat here because I have no heals and my gun setup isn't that ideal. Also, I know there's like still multiple teams below me, so you want to try to third party any fight you can, especially as a solo. Gives you the best opportunity to get kills and win, because if you come across just a 3-man, they're just all going to be focused on you, so it's better if 2 teams are fighting. That way not everybody's looking right at you. Alright, so I loot over here real quick. I'm going to come back. Just kind of see if they're still fighting. Maybe get a pick and grab some loot, but pretty quiet. Start to hear someone when I'm coming up over here. Gibby on flesh. Knock him. Gonna try to thirst really quickly. There's the lifeline. If I thirsted him just in time, or he would have been rezzed by the lifeline. So once again, still have no heals. I'm basically 100 health. I know there's at least 2 because I saw the lifeline and I get scanned by a bloodhound, so I'm dipping. There's no need for me to try to fight that. And I still think there's at least 2 teams like in this general area. So you have to like assess what you have and know your limitations. Get a kill, get out, that sort of thing. I end up looting this this area real quick, and then I hear somebody flying in on me, so I kind of crouch here. I wait to see if he climbs up. He does. And he quits. So I get to loot, and then I'm gonna dip. Still know there's people fighting behind me, but I know the ring's coming in. And I just decide to take this balloon and get out of there because I know they gotta rotate this way. This is like the most populated rotation that they can make is head towards that building that I just looked at. I thought I saw someone, so I jumped off the jump tower, but upon further looking, I don't see anyone. So this is a cheeky way, but I knew they were going to come this way, so I just kind of put a few traps and I sat here just for like a minute. I hear a cargo bot get shot down, and I know they're gonna walk in here. I can tell by the footsteps it's more than one. So this is why I did this. So he hit my trap, then I'm gonna jump on him. knock him. I'm gonna throw my ult on him so he doesn't get rezzed or help prevent that. Take a bat really quickly. I hear the Gibby bubble. And I gotta swing right back in there because he's gonna res. Which made it really easy just to clean up. Don't immediately go for the res, guys. Like, if your teammate goes down, because like good players are looking for you to do that because it makes it easier to kill you both or kill you all. I didn't even see that. So I end up like making a big rotation here. I hear fighting in Skyhook. And that's ultimately where you want to be as a solo. Like I said before, you want to try to third party. And particularly like you want to try to get isolation like I get here. Where like this Bangalore was fighting someone and retreated here. There's actually a lot of action going on in Skyhook that you guys will see. I don't cut out any of the time here. This is just straight playthrough. Because it got to be pretty hectic here. So, if you guys have watched the How to Get a 4K badge game, that's on my YouTube, or even how to play solo, like how to squad wipe, I have a few videos on that. You guys know I talk about, you know, you want to thirst your enemies that you knock. Because the 100 damage that it takes to thirst them counts as damage. So that helps. I hear this Pathfinder healing below me, but like I couldn't, to me it sounded like he was like above me, and then I heard that somebody walk in, so I kind of left that Pathfinder. Knock this crypto. I'm gonna do the same thing, throw my ultimate on him so he can't get rezzed immediately while I heal. Gonna thirst him. Now, if you guys know, like, I play a lot of Caustic, and I like Caustic. Caustic's a pretty good solo player. He can hold areas like this. He definitely has his weaknesses, like rotating, and he doesn't have, like, much mobility. So if you get people to push you, he's really good as a solo, but if you're, like, caught in the open as him, he's not good. Like, it'd be better to be, like, Wraith or something. So there's a lot of teams around me. There's 2 teams fighting where I was just shooting. There's a team over here that I hear. There's another team on that zipline building. Alright, so I hit that person for a lot. So I try to push because I don't know how many is in here, but I know they were pretty weak so I could get a knock. I knock this Wraith, and my teammate comes, starts to fry me. So I thermite, I back up to heal. And of course, the bane of a solo queue player is a lifeline res, just instantly resetting the fight, which really sucks. 2 teams over there, 1 team over here. But you'll see in this fight that this is where I farm a lot of the damage. Now, farming damage is different than getting kills. Like, if you're trying to get a high damage game, and not necessarily a high kill game, then it's okay to knock people and then retreat. Because, like, I just did over 200 damage to that Wraith and then left. And now I'm going to do another, like, 160 right there. Knock her again. Then I'm going to hit another, you know, couple hundred on this lifeline, knock her. And they're rezzing, but I have 2 down. Well, the Wraith got up because of the lifeline res, so I take a bat here. And I'm contemplating, like, do I push this? Like, did the lifeline have gold bag? Because if she had gold bag, then they could have the upper hand. And I just end up missing a lot of shots with the Volt here, guys. I am not good with the Volt. I am an R9 guy. I missed the R9. I don't know about any of you. So I back up to my little house here. And I start assessing the situation, like, where can I rotate? Because this team is, like, kind of a pain in the butt. Like, yes, I'm farming damage, but, like, I'm also... Like, I gotta start thinking about my next step here. But, like, there's a lot of teams around me, and I start to kind of think, like, I don't really have a rotation. I'm kind of trapped here. So I've been, like, farming a lot of damage off this team. They're making it pretty easy for me by, like, not all 3-man pushing me. And I have this loot to keep returning to. So I started to think, like, okay, where can I go? And then I started thinking, like, I don't know. I don't really know where to go. There's a lot of teams, like, behind me. And this team's going to mirror me. But like rotating late will always cost, and then I start getting shot through that window, which I didn't even know was an angle.
There's really no good place to play.
And this is my demise. I miss a lot of shots with the Volt, guys.
I suck with the Volt, guys. I really do.
But
like this kid fried me with it.
you see what I
suck.
did, where you just literally
Almost
need
won, but it
to
didn't matter.
find people to do damage to.
knocked
You
three
need to
of
hit your
them
shots.
3 times.
You need to thirst
Lifeline res
people.
isn't broken or
If you knock
anything,
them,
it's all
if
good.
it's possible, like don't die for thirsting,
3K
and
solo.
just try to continue to get better with your aim. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, I appreciate you consider subscribing, and check back in soon for a new YouTube video. Peace.